I promise you, there's nothing better than making a 15-minute video and realizing that you gotta delete it because you forgot something. I promise you guys, I try to be on my P's and Q's when I make these games. But like, I had my rematch against Sabretooth, and it was great, and I was going to post a video, and I realized something very important. I realized that I didn't have the standard set included. So, even though that was a win, I sort of, like, I had the Reavers, but I didn't have the whole standard set, so I was very sad about that. So, I didn't count that video as being made, and I didn't want to play Sabretooth again for, like, the third time. So, I was just like, whatever. And so, we are back. But this time, we are playing against the Sentinels, and we got a lot of things going on here. A lot of things are going on. We got side schemes. We've got toughness. We've got 16 HP, right? Yep, 16. We've got so many things. We've got acceleration tokens. And how will we solve this all? With the power of magic, baby. Let's get into it. That's what I did there. So, we have a bunch of terrible cards that I don't want. Ooh. I might have to use this. I'll hold on to that. These don't feel as good though, so I might hold on to this just to play it because I need things. So okay, so we're gonna draw. All right, there we go. Okay, so this. Okay, so everything I wanted to do, toss that right out the window. All right, so we are going to. Oh wait, we get to We choose a spell card, right? Yes, we do choose a spell card in that discard pile. So I'm actually going to drop that too to draw one more card. Oh my god, why? This is so amazing. Alright, then I'm going to flip, and we're going to get basic spell on top of our deck. Everything I wanted to do. What's important to do here, right? I think we should get out Limbo. I think we should use Limbo. Okay, so we're going to pay 1 to get out Limbo. We're going to exhaust Limbo to trade this for the Sorcerer Supreme. Then we're going to discard our basic spell to get out the Sorcerer Supreme. And then we're going to pay 4. We're going to pay 2, I'm sorry. Oh wait, this flips over. So we have a 5th resource, so we're going to pay 2 resource to play Exorcism. And we're going to remove 4 threat from a scheme, which is going to be Abduction Protocols, and when defeated, this player takes 1 random set-aside captive ally and puts it under their control. So we get 1 random ally, which is Wolfsbane. Nice, okay. Things aren't looking that bad here. So we're going to have Wolfbane swing at Sentinel, dealing 2 damage to him, and clearing his tough off. So again, this deck, I'm still making boot camp work, and I think I got it. I just need to play a little bit more with it. And we're going to thwart for 1 off of this scheme. And I think that's going to be it. So we're going to ready up. We're going to draw. We got basic spells, grind. Okay, so we got a lot of good things going on here. So this goes up to 3 threat, thanks to Mutants at the Mall. Acceleration token. So Sentinel is going to attack us, and I don't know if I've ever played Sentinel on screen. So actually, let me tell you what he does. So Knight of the Sentinel is after threat is placed here. If there is at least 5 threat placed on this scheme, then the first player puts the top card of your deck face down under Operation Zero Tolerance. Then remove 5 threat per player from the scheme. So once this hits 5. Right, we move a card from the top of our deck to Operation Zero Tolerance. And once there are 3 cards underneath here, we lose. So our goal is to keep this threat low, at least until we find a way to sort of deal with everything. Because we got to get rid of Mutants at the Mall. We've got, we can't get rid of this scheme because Operation Zero Tolerance becomes a permanent thanks to this Knight of the Sentinels. So they have their win condition, and our win condition is basically by beating behind and taking names. Or breaking jars and speaking in really bold hyperboles. See what I did there? So, we drew our 6 cards. Villain's turn, we put 2 threat over there. And Sentinel is going to attack us, and we're going to take this to the face for 2 damage, and we are stunned. That's fine, because I wasn't expecting to do any damage anytime soon. So we take 2 damage, and then we get 1 bad card, and our bad card is Abduction Protocol. Ain't that about a gobsmacking... What am I supposed to do with that? Okay. Alright. Alright, everything's fine. So we are going to play Blood Gem. We are going to pay... use a double to pay for basic spell. And we're going to remove 3 threat from this scheme. No, we're going to remove 3 threat from this scheme. And the reason we're going to remove 3 threat from that scheme is because we get Jubilee out. And I can exhaust Jubilee and spend a lightning resource in order to deal 2 damage to an enemy. It's really nice. But it does put us in a bit of a pickle here. So we're going to activate... First we're going to play Scrying. So we're going to look at the top 3 cards of our deck. And we're going to discard 1. Put 1 into our hand. Put 1 on top of the deck and put 1 into our hand. Then we're going to attack to clear our stun. Then we're going to pay 1 to play Stepping Disc. And we're going to ready our hero. And we're going to put a spell card, a magic card on top of our deck. And we are going to put Exorcism on top of our deck. Then we are going to play... We're going to pay 1 card to play Exorcism. And we're going to remove 4 threat from a scheme, getting rid of Abduction Protocol. And then we get 1 more ally. Cannonball, huh? Okay. Then we are... What do we do here? I don't know what we do here. So we got rid of Scrying. We did get rid of that. So we're going to have Magic Thwart. We're going to have Jubilee Thwart as well. And then she takes 1 damage. Wolf's Bane will swing at Sentinel for 2 damage. And I'm going to hold on to Cannonball. Because Cannonball takes -1 consequential damage after he attacks and defeats a minion. So he's actually worth keeping on the field. Wolf's Bane we can get rid of. Jubilee will get sent to the victory display if we lose her. So I want to use Jubilee as much as I can. So let's see. So we're not in danger of that. We're not in... Okay, yeah. So I think we're good. So we're going to ready up. I want to go into the slow phase, but I need to draw... yeah, we would need a genius symbol. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got Magic Barrier, Hall of Heroes. Alright, so 1 goes on to there. And Sentinel will attack us. And we are going to pay. We're going to play Magic Barrier. We're actually going to get rid of Spiritual Meditation to play it. So we are going to... He's going to attack us for 2, 3, and we're going to ignore... We're going to prevent 3 damage from that attack. Then we get 1 bad card, and our bad card is Energy Barrier. This card gains Surge because there's no Sentinel, no minion to attach this to. So we get Darkchild. We are going to flip to our alter ego form and exhaust Ileana to remove this card from game. Alright. That's no bueno, but what can you do there? So we are going to activate Limbo to trade Hall of Heroes for Enhanced Physique. We're going to play a double to play Hall of Heroes. We're going to pay 1 card in order to get out Enhanced Physique. We will play Spiritual Meditation to draw 2 cards and discard 1. This has 3 counters on it. It could get out Angel. We will flip. Oh, we lose Spiritual Meditation. We will flip. And we're going to put Magic Barrier on top of our deck. And then, I think I'll hold on to Angel for now. No, I'm going to discard Angel because The cards, I don't have everything I want yet. So we're going to ready up. We're going to grab Magic Barrier. We do have Exorcism. Okay. Neat. 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 Alright. 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 This is good. This is good. This is real good. So, we're going to ready up. I forgot to attack with everyone, didn't I? It's okay. It's fine. Oh, also, when we lose an ally due to being attacked, when the enemy attacks and defeats an ally, that ally also gets placed out face down underneath here. So we can't have our allies block attacks for us. We literally have to either take it to the face or take it to the face. So, let's get to it. Bam. One goes over there. Sentinel will attack us. And I think we're going to play... I want to hold on to Exorcism, but... No, what I want to do is... Jubilee doesn't count towards our... So we're not going to play... oh, this is already gone. Whoops. I forgot about that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to exhaust Limbo to trade into the fray for Colossus. Then we are going to pay 2 cards in order to get Colossus on the field and make him the defender of this attack. And he comes in with Tough. So, Sentinel will attack us for 2. 3 damage, and he's going to attack Colossus, so Colossus ignores that damage. And then we get 1 bad card, which is Sentinel Mark 4. Alright, there we go. Now we got some minions on the field. So we do have one face. Oof, 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 oof. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to actually, alright, so... Oh, let's do this. So we're going to pay 1 resource. We're going to take 2 damage. And we're going to play 2 cards. See, I don't want to get rid of Wolverine into the fray, but they're just too good. And we're going to get Avengers Mansion out onto the field. And this is what I was talking about with this deck. It's just designed to just keep cards coming out. Now, I did want to play Exorcism. Let's see where we're at. So we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. And what's our face down? So we could go for... Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to have Wolfsbane do 2 damage to Sentinel, knocking her out. We are going to have Cannonball deal 2 damage to Sentinel, knocking him out. So we get 1 counter on Hall of Heroes. We will play... I don't want to do this, but I think I'm going to have to. We're going to pay 2 cards in order to play Exorcism. So I'm going to get rid of X-Sheen and Magic Barrier. We're going to remove 4 threat from a scheme. And we're going to put a Confuse on Sentinel. Which is great news for us. Because we have the Genius resource, which is Psylocke. Because I want to flip over and I want to heal up for 3. Bringing me up to 9 HP. And then I'm going to ready up everything. I want to have Colossus do anything. I think I'll have Colossus swing for 2 damage. Because we want to use Colossus pretty much as fast as we can. So we're going to ready up everything. And then we're going to draw a new hand of 7. Because we have the Mystic traits. No, 6 cards. I'm sorry. So we're going to draw 6 cards. 3, 6. So we got a bunch of stuff here. I got Boot Camp, and that's what I've been waiting for. So, okay, I think we're living the high life now. So we put 1 threat here. And honestly, I like this deck more because like I feel like I'm able to handle threat. Like you saw, I was able to handle 3 side schemes and move that down to 0 at the beginning of the game. So I feel like this is the Magic deck I've always wanted. So Sentinel would activate, but he's confused. Nothing happens. So we get 1 bad card, which is Sinister Strike. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. And if there are any counters on it, which there are, this card gains Surge. 1 reveal, place 1 counter, 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Then if it has any counters, which it does, discard an upgrade or support you control. So we will discard... I'd rather get rid of Enhanced Physique. What are we at? We are at one more card left. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Enhanced Physique. Because we can always just get that back later. So I'm not too worried about that. So all that, so we are closer to that. But I'm not scared because I feel like we're in such a good area here. It's just great. So, I'm sorry. So that doesn't get flipped over yet. We could go, I don't want to go into, I don't want to deck out yet. So what we're going to do is, what do I do here? We're going to pay 2 HP and use Blood Gem to play Soul Sword. We will heal for 3, bring this up to 10. And then we're going to flip. And we get to put one of our lovely spell cards on top of our deck. I guess we'll go with Soul Strike? Soul Strike might be good. Then we are going to exhaust Limbo to trade Soul Strike for Boot Camp. Then we're going to use a double to get out Boot Camp. So all our allies now deal +1 damage. And this gets flipped over. That's a thunder resource, a lightning resource. So we're going to play 1 in order to play Stepping Disc. And we're going to ready our hero and we're going to choose a resource at the bottom. And put it... We're going to choose a magic card not named Stepping Disc and put it at the bottom of our deck. And we will get out... The idea is to get a stun in. So... No, it doesn't matter what we get. It doesn't matter what we get. Because either way... Oh no, wait, this is a discard. What am I shuffling? So that goes there. Then we exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. And the reason it doesn't matter is because we just paid 2 to do Soul Strike. So we deal 4 damage, bringing him down to 6. And then we're going to attack for 2. We will attack with Colossus for 3. And we actually have Jubilee attack him as well. And that will that'll bump us up to stage 2. So he comes in with Steady and Toughness. He has 18 HP. And when revealed, the first player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a copy of Abduction Protocol Side Scheme and reveals it. So we get Abduction Protocol Side Scheme. We reveal it. And we deal each other player a face style encounter card. So one player gains Abduction Protocols, and everyone else gets 1 face down encounter card. Well, I get Abduction Protocols, so I guess I don't get the face down encounter card. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me, because... Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me, I guess. So... Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so everything's going to ready up. And we're going to draw 1. Oh, it doesn't matter because then I would have 3 cards. So we shuffle our deck. Yeah, I feel Magic shines when you have like a bunch of cards to choose from. Because we do have a bunch of cards. We get to draw 6 cards. So we get 4, 5, 6. Then we get to use whatever card is on top of our deck as well. We get to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. We just have a lot of options for us to do things. So, what's next over here? Alright, so this gets 1 threat. And Sentinel, who has toughness, will attack us for 3. And we will take this to the face. Alright, so he's going to attack us for 3 damage. 3, 3 damage, and we attach this to the villain, and he gains plus 8 HP. So we take 3 damage, knocking us down to 7, and he gains 8 HP, bringing him up to 26. That's no bueno. And then we get a bad card. So we get first bad card is Guard Patrol. We can't remove threat from a scheme. Next one is Dark Designs. Place 1 counter on pursued by the past. And if it has any counters, which it does, the villain schemes. So he will scheme for 2, 4. So we're going to put 4 threat on this scheme. And because there are 5 threat here. Right? Yep, after threat is placed here, if there is at least 5 threat, there is, we put the top card of our deck underneath Operation Zero Tolerance, and then we remove 5 threat from the scheme. So, yeah, like the game sort of forces things to happen. You could be doing so well, but when you get like a Dark Design, you're just like, ugh, this card. But we do have Boot Camp. We have a lot of things, actually, that we can do. So what's our face down card? Into the Fray. Oh, wait, hold up. I took 3 damage, right? I'm sorry, I was supposed to do this. All right, let me just be sure. So I took 3 damage. So what I wanted to do was use Wolfsbane to play You'll Pay for that. And we remove 1 threat from a scheme for each damage we took. So we're going to remove 3 threat from here. Yeah, I forgot I was supposed to do that. I'm not used to playing this card. It's a nice card because like when you're going to take hits, you know what I mean? You can at least remove scheme threat from it. So that's why I play that. But I forgot that was part of the game plan here. So it is our turn. Our turn. Now, I could do Into the Fray. No. Yeah, we would be able to take it off of deduction protocols. So we're going to use Limbo, and we're going to trade Into the Fray for Wolverine. And I think we're going to actually pay 3 to get out Wolverine. Alright, Wolverine is just too good to just not use. Next, we're going to play Spiritual Meditation, so I draw 2 cards. Into the Fray, basic spell, and we discard 1. Now, there is a way... Actually, we're going to grab Into the Fray because I know what my bottom card is. So we're going to use Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Then we're going to take 2 damage to generate a wild resource. Play a double, and we're going to use Into the Fray. And we're going to deal 6 damage to Sentinel, knocking him out. And we're going to remove 2 threat from his scheme, removing that from a deduction protocol. So... we get 1 counter, and we get an ally. So we already have enough allies on the field. So I'm actually going to get rid of... Colossus. Right? This does add him to the field. Or am I... Yeah, puts it into play under their control. Alright. So, we're going to get Colossus out here. I want to flip over and heal. Ooh, neat. Okay, I wanted to see that. I was hoping to see Sunfire because Sentinel has some really good attachments, but they're only useful if he can use them. So, Wolverine will swing first for 4 damage, pinging through his tough, bringing him down to 22 HP, and we take 2 consequential damage. Cannonball will swing for 3 damage, bringing him down to 19, taking 1 consequential damage. Magik will swing for 2. 2 damage, bringing him to 17. And Richter will attack for 2 damage as well, and he'll take 1 consequential damage. And after Richter attacks, deal 1 damage to the villain and each minion attached to you. So the villain is at 14 HP. So the goal is, I think we win next turn. Yeah, I think next turn is our winning turn. Because we have everything we need. We got resource generators, we've got the allies, we've got the meats. We are going to slap the Sentinel with it. Yes. Oof, I got worried for a second. Alright, so we're going to draw 6. So Sunfire, a double, basic spell, stepping this. They're really making this hard for me. AKA hard for me to lose. Alright, let me not jinx myself. So we get 1 threat put over here. Do I want to use Limbo on anything? Not really. So, because we're probably going to get what's the word I'm looking for here? We're probably going to get our Nemesis villain that comes in. So, Sentinel will attack me for 3. And we only have 5 HP left, so I'm going to actually defend this attack. So he's going to attack me for 3 damage, and he gains Retaliate as well. So it's 3 to my 2, so we take 1 damage. So that's kind of a pain. And then we get our bad card, which is Mutant Detected. When revealed, choose, place the top card of your deck face down under Operation Zero Tolerance, or the villain and each minion engaged activates against you. So we're going to put the top card of our deck face down underneath Operation Zero Tolerance. Because I think this is when we win. Like, so this is our face up card. So I could pay... Oh, I need a genius resource, huh? So Wolverine's going to heal for 1. This really gets rid of every card in my hand, but I don't think I really have a choice. So we're going to pay 3 to get rid of his 8 HP. So this gets discarded, and he goes from 14... What is it? 6? 10, 12, 14? Yeah, so he goes from 14 to 6 HP left. Then we're going to... Oh, I don't have... Shoot. Alright, so we're going to exhaust Avengers Mansion to draw a card. Yes, alright. We're going to exhaust Limbo to trade Soul Strike for Ileana's Armor. We're going to use a double to play... We're going to let Richter attack for another 2 damage, 3 damage total. That should actually be game. He actually takes 1 consequential damage. And then we use our double to pay for Sunfire. We're going to use a lightning resource to discard the learning AI. And then we just attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 damage total. Bam. It doesn't get better than that. I mean, I felt like we were able to beat the villain extremely fast. As you can see, how long does this video take? 27 minutes. Yeah, because I felt like we were just on top of it. We ran through our deck. We weren't able to abuse Hall of Heroes, but if the game went on any longer, I think we would have been just fine. We got rid of Enhanced Physique. That gave us a resource. It's like, it basically paid for itself. We had Blood Gem out here just sucking us dry. We had a lot of cards, and we basically stayed in hero form most of the game. Because we couldn't, against the Sentinel, you can't afford to go into your, what's the word I'm looking for here? Your alter ego form a lot. Because if you stay in your alter ego form, you're going to lose. Because you got to stop that threat. It only takes 5 threat for you to put the top card of your deck face down because of Knight of Sentinels. And he already schemes for 2. You know what I mean? If he were to scheme again, this would be 0. See, look, we were about to get our Pursued by the Past next turn. See, we ran words. We beat the enemy quick enough before they can use Pursued by the Past on us. I think this went really well for us. Again, I am loving this Magic deck because I feel like I'm never stuck, really. Because I have so many cards in my hand that I can figure out a way to not only be ahead, but to win the game as well. Because you got to figure, right, that you need your cards. Every resource you spend is important. And having a whole bunch of resources to spend and deal damage with is just amazing. So yeah, especially, and I will say Into the Fray, and You'll Pay for That are such good cards in this deck. Because if this is on top of your deck, it's free. I gotta remember when you acted the timing for this. Because I did miss the timing for that to get rid of the threat. But I have to remember the timing for this. I don't play this card a lot. I mean at all. This is probably the first game I've ever used this card. Well, no, this will be the second game because the first game was last game. But I didn't even use it against Sabretooth. I didn't use it against Sabretooth. I used it this turn because mostly I was using Into the Fray. Into the Fray, again, is an amazing card. And so is Sunfire, alright? Being able to just get rid of these cards, these two cards over here, is so strong. So good. Because look, that's Retaliate, plus 8 HP. Bam, we pretty much just destroyed the Sentinel. So I'm happy with that. Definitely one before we could get pursued by the pass. And yeah, I think this was a good game. Everything went well. We were able to beat our enemies fast enough. And yeah, go deck building. I do like, here's the thing, like, I enjoy Marvel Champions, alright? I wasn't able to get into Lord of the Rings because by the time I knew about it and realized that there was this cool living card game available for me to buy and purchase, it was already way too late. Like they were on like the last set, and they do reprints now, but I'm not gonna go scouring eBay for it. Just ain't happening. In Arkham, I have a love-hate relationship with it because the way I say it is Arkham has amazing highs and amazing lows. All right. I'm going to give you a perfect example of an amazing high. We made a plan, and I was using my character's ability to negate, to draw 3 tokens and negate 2 of them. And I negated an autofail for my friend, and we were just able to destroy the boss, really. And an example of, like, everything went according to plan, and it was great. The amazing low I'm talking about is the very first time I played this game. My friend was introducing me to it, and I was playing a Cho deck, and it was an attack deck. You know what I mean? I just punched really, really hard. So the Ghoul Priest came out, right? And I was like, bet, I'm gonna beat this motherfucker like it's Friday. I mean, I'm gonna beat this guy like he owes me money. I gotta watch out when I curse. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna beat him up and whatnot. So I go and attack him, right? And I get an auto fail. But it's okay, because I've got counter punch. So I'm just going to counter punch and roll for that. So I counter punch him and drew a second auto fail. And I ended up dying because of my auto fails. And I was so very upset at that game. But, you know, it's like, again, it has amazing highs, amazing lows. And I don't know how I feel about it some days. So some days I love it, and some days I hate it. But it is a good game. There's a lot of things I like that they do. Like I love going to the different locations. And again, because I'm a first time player, when we play a new campaign, I don't know what's going on. So, you know what I mean? I don't know what the campaign are going to look like, or what I don't know what the maps are going to look like. So it's great. You know, and there are some things I don't like about it, but there's a lot of things I do like about it. It's a good game, but I'm not going to spend all that money to just pull auto fails, okay? I mean, let's be real. Marvel Champions alone already costed me enough. Because you figure I have every champion pack, and there's at least, and most of them at least cost $16. I have every box too. So that's another 30 to 40. Yeah, so this is why we don't talk about prices when it comes to board games. But that's going to be it for this video. Again, I love the way this Magik deck played out. I think it worked really well. And I can't wait to play some more of her. But for my next trick, we will be playing as my favorite X-Men hero. Spoilers will be in the next title description of Marvel Champions. So, he's my favorite X-Men hero of Marvel Champions. Not my favorite X-Men hero and all, but definitely probably the best leadership one. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Yup, all entertained, and I hope you were all entertained and all that good jazz. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.